It's another episode on Nancy Ask, and today I am asking you, should the house prefer superheroes? First, I'll give you a definition of this debate question. So, basically this time, it means that should the whole world prefer superheroes everywhere, flying around and helping you solve crimes? Today I will say if it's good or if it's bad, and then you can make up your own mind. So firstly, I think that superheroes should be around the world, flying everywhere. Why? Why is that? Well, for me, I think that superheroes can help us solve crime. And the government, sometimes they have crimes that they can't solve. And superheroes are just the thing for that. Also, superheroes do a fantastic job because, well, if superheroes are better than humans, then they must be better than all criminals because criminals are human and superheroes are superhuman. They can fly around, they can shoot beams out of their eyes like Superman. But the government will get weak. If Superman takes over everything, government won't know what to do because they're used to it. They're used of Superman coming to get you. They used to have Superman coming to help you solve the problems. But now, if Superman suddenly went home, or if Superman went to take a break, the government is going to get weak. They won't know what to do. And in a short period of time, there will be lots of criminals running around in the streets, and everyone will know what to do because Superman always took care for them. Because, as I said earlier, all criminals are easy for Superman to catch. Also, when Superman wants to punish the criminals, the government have a punishing system, right? Yes. The government will tell the Superman how to punish the criminals, but super people sometimes get bored. They usually use the punishing ideas that they use for super criminals or super villains and use on human criminals. That's not good. That's bad for people. Even though maybe a criminal, maybe a farmer, he ran out of food. He just wanted to steal some food for his family. He stole a loaf of bread. Maybe Superman will think this is a very, very bad thing to do. Maybe Superman will punish the people harshly, cruelly, inhumanely than the government does. Then the people will be very angry, but they still don't know what to do. Then they just can throw up the government so that they can become the government. They can choose some people to become the government and tell what the Superman says, tell what Superman does. But it just goes round and around. This person is the government right now, right? Superman doesn't obey him. He doesn't know, the government doesn't know what Superman is doing. They think that Superman is doing a good job. But actually, Superman is not. The will get mixed up. The people are trying to tell the government, but the government doesn't listen. The government thinks what he is doing is right, and the Superman is doing a very good job. And the villagers or the people are just very silly or crazy. But now, Superman is also good in some ways because Superman can help us solve things. Superman, although can't solve, volcanoes erupting or earthquakes, but they can help get people to safety. But then, here comes another thing. If there was only one Superman for the whole world, he would have to take so much time flying around. Even if he could fly, that is. If he can't fly, then what shall he do? Just run? If he was Flash, he won't be able to run over the sea, right? So he would have to go around and around and around, and then the people are already dead when he gets to the place that has been a volcano eruption. So I still think that superhumans or superheroes are not supposed to be allowed in this country. For one more point, wherever there is superheroes, there must be supervillains. Just like wherever there's good people like us, there's bad people like criminals. Although the supervillains and the criminals are less than good people, they're still there, right? You can't act as them as air. They're still there. You have to find them, cut their roots off, and don't let them grow anymore. Don't let them spread it to family by family, because if you think just more, a little bit of criminals, for example, this much is the criminal people, but this much is good people. Some good people don't know what to do when there is criminals this much. If there is only one criminal, they know how to do. They know how to cut the roots off. But if there are so much criminals, they can't take it. So almost these people get tricked by the criminals. So these people are gone. So it becomes the circle becomes smaller, 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 smaller. And then when the amount of people is the same as the amount of criminals, then the world will be full of criminals, because all the criminals are the same number as men. And when all the criminals take over all men, then the world is going to be settled down as a criminal world. We don't want that, right? We don't want that. Now, what do you think? Do you think the government should take in superheroes as a helper or an employee? Or should they kick them out of the world, never coming back? Now it's time to make up your mind. This is another episode on Nancy Ask, and thank you for watching. See you!